Sup. So let me try to explain to you how an induction heating plate works. So let's just quickly start. First of all, I need you to forget anything and everything related to that concept so I can explain it to you from scratch in my way. So let's start. Firstly, this is a magnet. For the point being, just imagine this is a sheet of metal. Alright. Now, if I take this magnet and I hover it over this metal surface, what happens is that the metal atoms on the surface of the metal, they get attracted. So now they are coming towards the magnet, right? So now when I am moving the magnet, when I'm moving it, the metal surface, so the metal atoms are also trying to move. And when they are trying to move, they are creating friction, and due to which it creates heat, right? That's like fundamentals. So when I'm moving this magnet, the atoms on the metal surface are getting attracted and they are just agitated, and that's why it creates heat. Got it? Very simple. Now imagine this metal sheet is my pan, right? So like just imagine a pan, and this is the base of that pan. So this is now my metal sheet. So now to heat it, all I have to do is I don't need flame. I can just take this magnet and I can just agitate it as fast as possible. I just have to shake it here and there so that friction gets created here, and which gives us heat. But you see, the issue with this is I can't do this forever, right? Because I will get tired and this is not fast enough to produce heat. So instead of this magnet, what I see is I need a substitute for a magnet, correct? So in comes an electromagnet. What is an electromagnet? In very basic terms, just like take a wire and put it under an electric current, and that wire will act as a magnet. Yeah, that makes sense. So what I did here is I took this metal sheet, which is my pan, base of my pan. I put up a coil here, right? So now when I'm putting current through this, what happens is that this becomes a magnet. This coil, which was just a copper coil or metal coil, it starts behaving like a magnet. But we have a problem here. This magnet is stationary. So how will the atoms move here to create friction, to create heat, right? So again, genius solution. You use AC current, not an air conditioner, alternating current. So what AC does is that it changes, it goes up and down, positive and negative, and it does that like at a frequency of say thousands or more per second. So now if this is a coil connected to an AC current, the polarity switching. So if this were not, if the current were coming like this and going out, this were north, this were south, then the current gets opposed. So now this is north, this is south, and that happens like 1,000 times in a second. So because of that change of polarity, that creates an effect that I'm moving this, north, south, north, south. And because of that, here the atoms are moving again. And because that friction is created, and hey, it's heated. And you just understood how an induction heating plate works. Congratulations. So yeah, that's it. If you need any other clarification, or if I am wrong in some terminologies, or I made some wrong statement, then I would love to hear about that in the comments. And I hope you like this video. That's it for today. Bye bye.